Oh, I love you so. Hopefully you already know. I love you means you're never, ever, ever getting rid of me. Hey everyone, I am Andrew Hawkrattle and I am back again. We are 3 days in to our 2 week daily creative challenge, and that's right, you're not done with me yet. Hello, friends in chat. Nick, Catherine, good to see you again. Armad, Wade, we love Wade. Girotima, always here. Let's see, Monica is tuning in. Laura, hi friends. A couple things I want you to put in chat. If you know what show that was from, let me. Oh, you did. You guys just got a little double audio. Sorry about that. Yes, we are tropical today. Claudia's here. Yay! We love Claudia. She does some of our daily creative challenges as well. So we are going to get going here. I'm very excited. Again, my name is Andrew Hawkrattle. I will never stop singing, and I will be here with my smile as much as I can. So let's go ahead. If you want to follow along with me, you can find me at hawk.co here on Behance, Instagram, Twitter, whatever you want. You can find me on all those, and I will be here for the next few weeks. Now, I want to tell you a couple ways that you can get involved. Let's go ahead and hop over into my browser and I'll show you what we're doing here with these daily creative challenges. So first we are doing our daily creative challenges. That was a weird way to phrase that sentence. But we yesterday did some digital baking. We showed you how to make bread. And today we are making pies, which is going to be very, very fun. If you're just joining the stream, we are doing a baking theme for the next 2 weeks, more of a restaurant theme, but we're having some fun and learning along the way. So the other thing that you can do to get involved is to join our Discord. You can do that right up here at this link, bit.ly/AI Discord. Really great place to come and hang out. Excuse me. And in that Discord, a lot of people are posting their work, their daily challenges. Let's hop over there real quick. You can see our friend Jack is currently giving feedback. And there's some great bread from our challenge yesterday using the Pucker and Bloat tool. So good job. If you were going to post your work, post it here in Discord after the fact. Today is going to be a very, very fun day. We have some surprises for you guys. And it's going to be, I think it's going to be fun. One more thing that I want to tell you about is this, the Adobe Community Fund. It's something that Adobe's doing, investing back into the creative community. You can apply for funding for a project from anywhere from $500 to $5,000 or apply for a commission $500 to $5,000. It's just a way that Adobe is investing back into the creative community so that they can help us in all kinds of different new ways. All right, one more thing. I will be doing a giveaway today, and here's the problem. If you are over on YouTube right now, hi, we love you. You're in the wrong place, and you can't win the giveaway if you're over on YouTube. I need you in the Behance chat. Come on over behance.net/live and join us in the chat. Say hello. We are there. And yes, achieve your dreams. Thank you, Wade. We are all trying to achieve one dream at a time. So let's hop over, and as you guys know, we are doing our baking theme, so let's go into Hawk's Kitchen. 3.159 to... Oh, hello. Welcome to our math lesson for today. I heard that we are going to be doing pie charts and graphs today, so I'm very excited to be taking you into that in Adobe Oh, it's a kitchen. Oh, it's like a pie, like a baked pie. Okay, well, we can do that too. Let's go ahead and hop over into Illustrator. And we're going to do, I guess, a little bit of these two things. We're going to do some math today and work with charts and graphs, but we're also going to be making pie. Let's make a pie out of pie. So let's hop over into Adobe Illustrator. I got you guys at that one. Let's hop over into Adobe Illustrator. It's going to be a great fun time today. Try to fix that shadow just a little bit. There we go. So yes, I tried to tie my tie. I couldn't make it during the transition, but we gave it a try. So let's go ahead and hop in here. To start out with chat, I want to give you guys this. If you know what show this is from, Sugar, Butter, and Flour, I always put it in your daily creative challenges. Let me know what show that is from, and I will do a giveaway for one of the people in chat. You can have one of my fonts. So today, let's read our challenge, design a pie using the graphs tool. We were going to use the pie chart tool, and I'm also going to do some others. And yes, I had a bow tie, and I couldn't find it. Disappointment. Here, I'll do this as we talk. So we're going to be using the pie chart tool today, but I'm actually going to show you two different ways to make a pie chart. I also am going to show you how to make it 3D, and then we're going to turn it into an actual pie. And Ruben, yes, it is from Waitress. Good work. If you come to these streams, you know I love musical theater. So it is from Waitress. Ruben, go ahead and message me. Send me a DM here on Behance, and I will send you one of my fonts for free. All right. There we go. This is the most buttoned up that I will ever be on a stream, wearing a tie for you because we're doing nerdy math stuff. All right, from Cupcake Wars. All right, so let's go ahead and hop in here and do a little bit of math. I'm going to show you two different ways that you can create these pie charts and make a pie out of the pie chart. So the first one that we're going to do is using the actual graph tool in Illustrator. We're going to come over here and you'll see over in the left right here, there is a tool. It probably will be on the column graph tool. Yes, more from that pop-in closet. I do have a lot of fun stuff in there. So let's go ahead and hop in column graph tool. That's not what we want, but that's what will show up. If you click and hold on it, it is going to expand to this menu, and we're going to go down to the pie graph tool right here. Pie graph tool. There we go. And so we have our pie graph tool, and just like you're making an ellipse, you can see I can click and drag, and it's going to make a square. And instead of making a circle, right, we're making a pie, and you're thinking, Andrew, why isn't it making a circle? Why is it making a square? Well, that is our active area for the pie chart. So we're going to go ahead and do the pie chart. We released our click, and it has made a nice little pie chart here for us. And there's going to be this weird menu that pops up. Hello from Uganda, Roshan. Hello. Roshan, probably. There's going to be this menu that pops up. And for all of you that are maybe a little bit nerdy like I am, and you're like, oh my goodness, spreadsheets. Yes, this is literal spreadsheets in Adobe Illustrator. Not a lot of people know about this feature, and it's super, super powerful. So this is a spreadsheet. You can actually copy and paste your data from Excel or numbers, whatever you're using to make this pie chart. So we're going to do like a word math problem, right? Let's say that we go to a party and there are 25 people. That's too easy. Let's say that there are, I don't know. Let's say that there are 30 people. Okay, so there are 30 people at this party. And so we know that we have 30, right? We're going to do math today. That's why I put on my little tie and my nerd glasses. So we know that there are 30 people at this party. And so let's think about maybe the people that are here. We know that Kevin's coming. Kevin loves pie. So out of that 30, Kevin's probably going to have account for, let's say that Kevin accounts for 5 people, right? So Kevin accounts for 5 people, and then maybe we have a family that's coming. So they are a family of 10. So we have 15, then we have, yes, so you can enter this. So you can enter each of your numbers here and just make sure that they add up to 100, which is what we're going to be doing. So you can import from Excel. You also can put them in manually. So you have 15. Let's say that we have another family of 7. And out of town, of course, the twins are coming to hang out. So there are 3 of them. No one knows why. There's twins and there's suddenly an extra one. Not triplets, just twins and an extra. So here we are at 25. And then we have another 5 that are going to be accounted for just as a question. So we know that we have 30 out of 30. So these are all the people. And Yes, Excel, yes. And I feel like no one's used the chart tool, so I'm excited. So we have all of these here, and we can see that each of these represents a piece on this chart. Kind of cool. So each one represents a piece of this chart, and what's great is, let's say we wanted to do another one. We could do the same thing, and it will start to make another chart for us. Now, when you make changes, it won't show up right away unless you click this little check mark right here. When we click the check mark, boom, it has now made another pie chart for us. So kind of cool that you can make multiples. We're not going to do that today. We're just going to work with the one. Let me go ahead and delete these. And again, it's not going to make those updates until you click that check mark. Remember that. So we have this really great, love that. I'm going to go ahead and close this out. And now that we have our pie chart, we want it to look like pie, right? And maybe people have been asking for different kinds of pie. So let's set this as the crust. What we're going to do is we're selecting the direct selection tool, which is just A. But if we click here, we can set an individual color for that pie. So let's say as we get down further, we want this pie to be some different kinds of pie, right? We want maybe a grape pie. That sounds so gross. I don't know why I said that. Let's say blueberry. Then we have a raspberry. Then over here, we're going to do some chocolate pie. And over here, of course, a little bit of key lime, right? So it's going to be divided into these different sections. And what's great is all these colors are now staying the same. Are now individualized to this chart. And I'm going to do something that's a little out of charts, but I'll show you how you can make this into a pie for when you guys are making your own pies. We are going to grab the ellipse tool to make a circle. We're going to start in the middle here and just click and drag going out, holding Shift and Option or Alt, and make a circle around that. We are going to hit actually, let's just do this. Let's turn off any kind of fill and then turn up the stroke. And I'm going to leave it black so you guys can see what's happening. So we're turning up the stroke to about 40, and we're going to go to Effect, Distort and Transform, and Zigzag. And what this is going to do, it's going to crimp the edges for us so it looks like a pie. We're going to set this over here to Smooth. And that is going to smooth out those edges so that we have a nicely crimped pie. The size is the distance that it goes in and out, so we'll leave that at 10. And then the rides per segment is how much it goes up and down. So we want a lot of those so we can properly crimp the edges. So let's hit OK. And now I'm going to change this to the same color that we set for the actual pie. And there we go. Now we have a great little pie. Actually, let's make this a little darker because the crust always gets a little bit burned. There we go. Now we have an actual pie with our pie. So super fun way to use that tool. Now I'm going to make a copy of this and show you something very special. So let's say, and this is the magic of using this graphs tool. Let's say that we hear 3 days before the party, right? Kathy's coming. Oh my goodness, Kathy loves pie, but she has all kinds of allergies and she can only eat tofu pie. Oh boy, Kathy. What we can do is, even though we have all of our pie chart set, we can right click here, go to Data, and we can actually add in something for Kathy. So now that we have 31 people, we can do 1 because we're adding 1 for Kathy. There we go. We added a 1 here, and you'll see when we hit this check mark, again, it's not going to update until you hit the check mark. We click the check mark. Now we have the 1 little slice for Kathy, and we can come in here and change that to our little tofu color. Because Kathy wants tofu pie. So we update these, and it updates in live time. So maybe we need less pie. This can go down to 5, and you'll see that it is updating. It's not a thing. I don't think tofu pie is a thing. It updates live and keeps that in a way that we can keep working with it and keep changing it, which is really, really fun. So it's easy to use. And let's say that instead of pies, we want to make donuts, right? And this is something that I see a lot, is people trying to use circle pie charts, I guess. So what we can do is we take our pie chart, and if you think about it, that circle pie chart is, yes, a donut, so we're going to make a donut, but it's really just 2 circles with a clipping mask. So we're going to go ahead and make 1 circle from the center here. And then we are going to click and drag to make another circle. And now we're thinking about the width of our donut. And we are going to select these 2. So we have the bottom, or the top shape, and then the bottom circle. And what we're going to do is we're going to punch out that top circle out of the bottom circle. So the way to do that is just go to Object, Compound Path, and Make. So now we have our shape that is sitting on top. And what's great is because this, let me center this just a little bit. I got a little bit off. Because we have that live graph underneath, we can simply select these 2, right click, and go to Make Clipping Mask. And now we have this awesome circle chart. This is really hard to do otherwise, but really, really easy to do if you're using this pie graph template. I've seen a lot of people use these in a lot of different ways. So super easy. And again, if you want to change this, all we need to do is double click into this clipping mask, right click, go to Data, and still we can update these in real time. And when we click out, you'll see that now our chart is made again. So yes, donut chart, very fun. So donut chart, we have an actual pie chart and our donut chart. Something else that we can do just for fun because I want to. And yes, so here's my advice to you, Vanessa. To all the friends watching, all 371 of you, if you are going to put this on your resume and it's going to be like InDesign, Illustrator, Photoshop, don't do it. Take that off of your resume. You should be proficient in all the programs that you need. A chart like this on your resume, quantifying how good you are at the programs, to me is like a carpenter saying, I am 30% proficient in hammer and 20% proficient in saw. You should know your tools, so don't put that on your resume. From someone who has looked at a lot of resumes, don't do it. But if we want to make this a little more realistic, and you guys can do this as you're making your pies in the challenge, we are going to make another circle right here. I'm just going to set this to white fill and then go to Effect, Stylize, Inner Glow. There we go. And so we have this inner glow now. And what we're going to do is we have it set to this kind of gray color glowing in. And I'm just thinking of values. I want to create a little bit of dimension here. So I am going to Command bracket. We're using the left bracket to send it to the back. And we are going to set this to multiply. So it will knock out the white. There we go. And keep that nice little shadow in there. So kind of fun, right? I love it. We've created a little bit of dimension here. And you know what? Let's do the same thing over here to create a little dimension for that donut. And again, we're just dragging out a circle. We are doing Effect, Apply Inner Glow, making sure that that's set to a gray. And then go ahead and multiply in. Now we've got a nice little donut pie chart. Design resume samples. Yes, 100%. That's how it works. Cool. So we have created this little punch out. This is actually very, very trendy right now as well. Hold on. Let's do this. This is the trendy hot thing to do right now, is to make a compound path of these and have that and be like, ooh, it's pneumorphic and into the background. So you can do that if you want with your donut, if you're creating maybe a little donut mold, or you can create a pie using the pie chart tool. And again, this is the zigzag around that crimped edge. You could add some toppings here, maybe a dollop of whipped cream on the key lime. Oh my goodness. But that is a way that you can make your pie using the pie chart tool. I want you guys to make those and post them in Discord, but for your extra credit, I want to show you a different way to do that. There are some great resources, and I actually learned this just the other day from our friend Dansky, who has some amazing tutorials on YouTube. You can go check him out. I believe it's just Dansky, Dansky. Wade, if you have a YouTube link, that would be great. If you can find it, sorry, putting you on the spot. But what we can do is if we have a shape, you can fill it with a color. So we filled it with a color, right? Don't do drop shadows. Oh, I'll do drop shadows. We filled it with a color, and something that I didn't realize is in this transform panel over here, you can go to Window, Transform right here, Shift F8. And in that, you can actually change how a circle behaves. So in this right here above my head, there we go. In this, you can set the degree of where the circle starts and stops, right? Really fun. So we can set this to 120, and it's actually going to cut out a 120-degree angle from this circle. What's great is we can keep this going. We can up it in that little panel, up and down. If you don't see that panel in the transform, click on this little hamburger menu and do, I believe it is more options right at the top there. So we can make it so that it does that. And then we're going to go ahead and make a copy by hitting Command C. And we're going to paste in place, which means that copy is going to get pasted on top, Command Shift V. And we can select this little button here, which is a swap, and it will swap that. So now we have the other part of that circle that we can fill in. Kind of cool, right? And so if you want to, this is more time consuming, but yes, it is very helpful. And if you want to, this is your extra credits. You can come in here, you can work with this tool, and it's much easier to do with this technique than the other technique. You can go to 3D, extrude and bevel, and then start playing with making this a 3D chart. Right? Kind of fun. So play around with these tools. We don't have time to really get into it totally today, but you can play around with these tools. They are very, very powerful and very, very fun. I'm going to go ahead and drag these. There we go, to the top. So they're very, very fun to work with. 3D, extrude, and bevel. So that's very easy to do with this technique of cutting out the circle. But very hard to do with this. Since we have 3 minutes, I'll kind of show you the difference of what happens with a pie chart. This might crash my computer. There we go. So again, it doesn't work super well when you're working with an actual pie chart because things get a little bit wonky. But working with these kind of, yes, it was Dansky, got it. You can do these different pieces using the circles. And literally that blew my mind when I was researching these lessons and found that that information, that there were a bunch of videos that a bunch of people knew how to do it. And I was like, I have literally never seen this before. Again, circle, transform, and you can set it here to 78 degrees if you want. And now you have 78 degrees. And then you click the little arrows and it will flip that back and forth. It's crazy. You also can grab these nodes and just drag them to whatever angle you want on that circle to get the little piece and wedge that you want. So super helpful. How would you export that to use in other applications like PowerPoint? I would make it on an artboard, which is this space here, and just go to File, Export, Export As, and then you would pick PNG or JPEG. So then you could use that in another tool. So thanks so much for hanging out. If you guys have questions about this, I know we covered a lot. I gave you a lot of extra credit, and I can't wait to see the tarts that you're going to create, the donuts that you'll create, and maybe the 3D cake cutouts that you'll create, question mark. Who knows what you're going to do, but I look forward to seeing it. And as always, I will see you again 11:30 tomorrow, same time, same place. Let's look at what's coming up next. So this morning we had our friend Alex Lazarus and Kathleen Martin, two of my favorites on here. Absolutely love those two. Aaron Nace was before. I caught the end of that. Really great tools. And then you're here with me right now. And yes, this is great for infographics. Next, you have Shanti Sparrow up with some editorial design. Yes, I know, Mallory, ended too soon. We are here 11:30 to 12 every day. Then Andrea Hawk, a good twin of mine. And then Alice Lee with some doodle therapy. And you know what? Wade is in chat. And I want all of you to come back at 3 o'clock because Wade Acuff, the man, the myth, the legend, will be going head to head with Voodoo Val. They're both incredible illustrators, so make sure you stick around for that one. It'll be fun. And as you know, I always leave you with a secret emoji to put in our next chat. So the next one, they are going to be doing some rock stuff is going to be some like rock on graphics, which will be super, super fun. What I want you to do is when they go live in about 5 minutes, not before then, when they go live, give me that rock on emoji. I know that it's in there, so drop that rock on emoji. I will cue you and we'll have a little bit of fun welcoming them I actually don't, yes. So welcoming them to the stream, drop that secret emoji, and it's going to be really fun. So stick around. I'm going to end the stream or I'm going to get cut off. I do this every time, and I'll see you tomorrow at these daily creative challenges, 11:30 Pacific Daylight Time. Bye.